What's up guys, TheMainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always, and today it's my honor and pleasure to bring you all a breakdown of Ascended Heihachi. Obviously this is the Heihachi we see in the final fight of story mode versus the Devil Gene corrupted Kazuya Mishima, and as you can see in his idle stance, you see all of that energy flowing through him, the electric sparks. Heihachi has assembled 120% of his strength, to take down his son, and he can do some pretty obscene stuff, and we are going to get through all of it. There's a lot of interesting stuff with this character, obviously not accessible normally. I have him here through a mod, and let's just start with his normal down for his 2 break throw, down for 2+3. It's not a headbutt now, that leaves him standing for plus frames. He actually goes for the legendary spanking he had in tag 1, but he just loves to give both Lee and Kazuya. And you can hear that heart-wrenching scream there as those ass cheeks turn red. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. So that has to be mentioned immediately, because that's one of the coolest things about Ascended Heihachi. Suddenly he feels like giving spankings left and right. And then, the 1-1-2 flash punch, 10 frame punish Mishimas have. As you can see, Heihachi's now, it knocks down and sets them sort of on fire. It's really nice. So it's got a big damage buff and knocks them down, sends them swinging down in a tornado. Obviously wall splats. Well, usually it always wall splats. Heihachi's 1-1-2. But there's a huge nerf on it as well. It's now, I don't have frame data on, but it's now -18 instead of 17. So that's a huge nerf to Ascended Heihachi. But yeah, if it does land, it does just enormous damage, as you can see. It does 9 more than the normal flash punch. And then his second 10 frame punish, 1-2-2, is also buffed. Boom! It gives like +14. Eesh! And you see a huge damage buff in 36. And this will also now, as you can see, wall splat. And it's also safe on block. It's pretty nice. On his standing 4, now screws for a launch. Eesh! I mean, it's still standing 4 is a pretty useless attack, but oh well. Ascended Heihachi gets a screw. Back 4, you see the pushback? Yeah, it sends them pretty far away, as you can see. That's pretty ridiculous, and that's of course a safe mid-homing move. It's pretty good. And of course his free 4, this is his 14 frame punish normally, and this is still now a 14 frame punish, but as you can see it's now a launcher. So this is an easy 14 frame launch punish for Ascended Heihachi. And then he has his old legendary twin pistons. In Tekken 5, he actually had from down forward 1 this. Boom! Natural combo. Launcher, so down forward 1 into the demon uppercut for a full launch from 13 frames. So if you want to know how good this was, basically you block a hop kick. Oh, it's a punish. No execution whatsoever. Just down forward 1. Down forward 1, 2. And we have a full 13 frame launch. Ascended Heihachi still has the normal down forward 1, 2. But if he wants to, down forward 1, 1+2 to do the old legacy legendary Heihachi twin pistons. So that's very nice to have. And then his ground pound down 2+3. It's now a launcher where he automatically does an Omen afterwards. You see, I'm not inputting that. It's an unblockable launcher that just omens, and you can back 1-2 follow up into some pretty disgusting stuff. Honestly, this is over the top. I would say this could put him at like mid tier at least, mid high maybe. Nah. It's pretty good. And really cool. And he also has another version of doing a really cool Ascended Heihachi signature Omen. By just pressing 3+4, he screams, oh, Shenua! And automatically does an Omen. But what's very... And you might be thinking like, oh, that looks pretty useless. But the thing is, during the entirety of that animation, Heihachi has armor. Even during the Omen. I'm gonna try and demonstrate this. Oh. Oh god, wait. I'm gonna set it to move list instead. She's being so slow. Here we go. This is faster. God. We can actually get her to start actually interrupting the Omen. I just want to demonstrate that he actually has armor throughout the whole thing. You see? The Omen itself actually absorbs that attack. So as soon as I press 3+4, he has armor throughout the entire thing, even during the Omen itself. Oh. It's a really cool attack. And of course, he recovers extremely quickly, so we can go for, you know, typical Omen combos if you're into that sort of thing. So that's really nice. And of course, we have insane hell sweeps, where we can do, I think, like 5 of them in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's up to 6. And at any point, you can just apply his classic 50-50 from hell sweep. Go with a mid, or just keep going with lows. Or do classic, you know, CD 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 1. So that's pretty neat to have. It would be so nice if you could actually combo all of them, but I don't think you can do that. He also has his legacy classic Tekken 4 pseudo electric, where you have a Wind God Fist. You have the normal electric. You have Wind God Fist. As you can see, it's -10. But then if you hold down forward during the crouch dash and press 2, you get his old Tekken 4 pseudo electric, which actually on block will give the classic, you see, electric. No execution. This is +1 though, it's not +5 like a normal electric. But still, as you can see, it has the pushback, has the electric spark effect, and +1. No execution. So that's pretty interesting. And then of course we have his rage art, which is, well, death. Just like, you know, Final Devil's rage art, it's death. And it's so cool looking. Eesh! Eesh! And you can see the overkill effect here where, oh god! Yeah. It's really cool. And this one is so cool that I wish it was his normal rage art. But I get it. It's way too much time. But listen to the sound effects. It's just so epic, but yeah, I get it. Heihachi can't have a rage art that's way cooler than everyone else's. But then you see Marduk's rage art and you're like, what? Yeah, some characters have it good in this game, and it's basically all of the DLC characters. Negan, have you seen the length of Negan's or like Ganryu's? It just lasts forever, like especially if it kills someone. But yeah, that's Ascended Heihachi. He has some super awesome moves, I think. But obviously, he's just super over the top. I'm gonna try and record on my stream when I play one of my followers, like Ducky, with this character. And it's gonna be interesting, you know. Ducky's such a strong player; he might beat my ass anyway. But that would really suck. But yeah, if he plays Miguel and I block a hop kick, I get an easy mode launch. So it's really cool to get to try this character. Final Heihachi, super badass. I do want to try like Shin Akuma as well, and maybe the Jin, Azure Jin that you encounter in Treasure Battle. But it's really nice that we finally have Heihachi unlocked to try. It's really cool to see Iron Grandpa. And in story mode, you know, you start to feel for the character. They actually, in terms of story, they actually made it work somewhat for Heihachi and made him more of a character than... he's always been an iconic character. He's had a lot of charisma, but you finally saw a softer side to him. So I kind of... even though story mode overall was kind of fucking garbage, the part with Heihachi and Kazumi I feel worked. Yeah, I think they did a good job, and I hope they can do the same for Kazuya. But oh well, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.